but we can kind of heal you now if you want. And she goes, yes. And I said, let's play Close the Gap. He did this to me. He did that. He did this. He did that. He did this. And I just went between her hands and I went, start again. You know? The ways that I've been able to heal myself, literally the fastest way is, closing the gap. My daughter ended a relationship that she was in, and I just knew one of my kids needed me. So I texted everybody, is everybody okay? Has everybody got everything they need? And everyone was like, yes, Mom, all good. And then my daughter was like, no, Mom, I'm really, really suffering. And it was just like a month after they'd broken up. And so she comes downstairs and she's just like, I just want to ring him. I just want to, like this. And then I was like, that's okay. Remember that, every season takes 3 months to turn itself over. So give yourself 3 months to feel this way. And then by the 3 months, time will have done some healing. And I said, but we can kind of heal you now if you want. And she goes, yes. And I said, let's play Close the Gap. Right? And my kids know Close the Gap means you are here and this is where you want to be. How can we close that gap really quickly instead of, sort of thing. So because you're in control of it all. So she was like, okay. So I said to her, hold your hands out like this. And she did. She was like, he did this to me. He did that. He did this. He did that. He did this. And I just went between her hands and I went, start again. Now be honest with yourself. I allowed him to do this to me. I allowed myself to be degraded. I allowed this level of disrespect. I allowed it. I accepted it. And she was like, fuck him. Like this. There you go. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
She got over him like that. Never ever thought about him again. Because if you're the problem, you're also the solution. If you are in pain, that level of self-evaluation and honesty, brutal honesty, brings you back to your congruency. You can close the gap as fast as you want by telling yourself the truth. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? And, like in our marriages, sort of thing. I've allowed him to treat me this way. I've accepted for 25 years this level of disrespect. I've accepted not being prioritized. I've accepted I did this to me. I allowed it to me. He did nothing to me. That's why I have no resentment towards my husband, towards anybody in my life. Even when people do me wrong, I thank them because saying thank you is easier than saying F you. You know what I mean? Because if you're saying F you, that means you haven't dealt with yourself why you allowed it to happen. But if I say thank you, it's because thank you, you've taught me the lesson. You've taught me a great lesson and I'm much better at approaching these things going forward. So closing the gap has been a really massive part of my ministry, teaching people be brutally honest with yourself because it's different when someone else is telling you the truth. Because we can tell our friends, girl, he doesn't love you. But if you tell yourself the truth, you will hear it finally.